So I did see some other nice little things, like, because you are using Labwc, you kind of want to create some graphical tools to customize it. I did see that you made um, some configuration to enable and disable the window decorations, for example.
Yes, I want to make a sort of medium point from GNOME and KDE. I don't want to give you configuration for everything. I will give you a lot, I will give the user a lot of configuration, but the very advanced one can be done in dconf, via dconf. I want to allow you to show window decoration, to put the Docker on the bottom, on the left, or where you want to. There is also an option that is called fusion mode that take the top bar, the dock, and put them together to create just a taskbar. I want to give a lot of personalization, but customization, but without making like KDE that you can open set. You open KDE setting and say, oh, okay. So where can I start? Where is what I'm looking for? No, just what I saw. Where is I will show. I will provide a easy setting for something that people will, that a large set of people, this one, are looking for. But for advanced user, they will just open the conf editor and change whatever they want. Or maybe because it's GTK, you can just open the CSS file and write the way you want. Write it the way you want. You want shadow, just put shadow, change a color. That one.
Have you had a chance to play with the Cosmic Desktop? Because it kind of sounds like that's what you're going for, where you're exposing the settings that most people care about, but not every little possible tweak.
I used the Cosmic Desktop, and actually, right now in the GitHub repository, Cosmic is the desktop used by Singularity OS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the problem is that I don't know why, but I don't feel really comfortable with it out of the box. I don't like icons. I don't like the way it looks like. I don't know why. I just don't feel really comfortable with it, and I would to collaborate, okay, to contribute, but it's also Rust. No, no. I'm working with bottlenecks. It's fine for it. Rust is fine on that side. Also, there is other. Let's just say that Cosmic was born for Pop OS, so it's GNOME OS. It's the same. They are creating a community around it. Which, okay, someone could say, okay, but Singularity OS and Singularity Desktop, we are making the same. No, because since day zero, I will never say that this is the distribution for Singularity Desktop. Singularity Desktop is a thing made by the developer Singularity, which I am, and you can use it whatever you want. I will still provide support for you. I will never accept a community that try to interact in a toxic way, saying you, no, you must use Singularity OS because Singularity Desktop is for Singularity OS. No, if I read that, I will reach you on Reddit. I will say, what the hell are you writing here? That's not what I try to do. I'm not GNOME, please. Go.
I didn't say it. It's not me.
I never say it. I never say it.
Since we were talking about decorations, I also saw you put a thing out about client-side and server-side decorations. So this is something that Cosmic sort of ran into recently as well. Because you have GNOME that doesn't implement the what's the Wayland protocol called for server-side decorations. You know the one I'm talking about. I'm forgetting the name.
I don't remember the name.
XCD decorations. That's the one.
Okay.
So because they don't implement that, basically everyone provides fallback client-side decorations, but they don't necessarily use those client-side decorations, right? A lot of applications like Firefox, for example, it's built around having those. But a lot of random, a terminal, for example, there's no reason to use those if it's not actually trying to make use of the client-side decorations in a useful way. They kind of just have it there so it has a bar on GNOME.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wait, what was the question?
my point there was I like that you're providing the option to say I want to use those client-side decorations or I want to use the server-side decorations that come from Singularity. I
I'm
can see
providing
the
the
gears
setting. Wait,
turning in your
I
head
think I
trying to
don't
work out what I was
understand.
saying. No, my overall point was I like that you provide the option to disable client-side decorations.
Got it.
Okay.
I was laughing internally because I said, wait, he wasn't doing
Sorry,
making a.
I went on a little bit too long there. That sometimes happens.
Yeah. No, no, I did it because people need it. People asked it, asked for it. And since I need users, I say, well, just implement what users say.
No, I think that's a
It's a point.
no. It's a good way to do it if you don't really have a clear direction on what you want to do with it. You might as well, like, again, as you said, this is an experiment, right? You're experimenting with things. So if you're not really sure, why not experiment with it?
Exactly.
Yeah. I also saw there the stuff about global menus.
Yeah,
My understanding
it's
is that's a little complicated. The toolkits don't really properly support them nowadays.
exactly. It's very, very complex because when I started making it, I did try to search online which library to use, how does GTK works, how Qt works, how libadwaita work because libadwaita application is very, very different. And they said, but just trying to make it work. But currently, it's not working very well. I have some application that does display correctly the menu, file, edit, view. I have a lot of libadwaita application
Mhm.
that doesn't show it. But I am working on a sort of fallback. So when I'm not when I can't show the global menu,
Mhm.
hit button simply. So you can click a file actually. You can click file and see the quit. I'm also um, see if I can use the desktop entry actions and show them as a fallback. You have desktop entry action where when you, for example, in GNOME, you do right click and see like new private window and stuff like that and implement them directly on the global menu. So it's like a fake but working global menu for the moment
Uh-huh.
for a lot of application. Maybe people will start using providing that menu again. I don't know. If you're using a lib singularity application, actually you does expose that menu.
Okay.